Queen doesn't own the word royal and we will keep her HRH prefixes, say Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, couple's extraordinary claim as they complain about their treatment and sour statement after Her Majesty forced them to drop Sussex Royal. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have posted an extraordinary statement on their website claiming that the Queen does not own the word royal across the world after they were forced to drop their Sussex Royal brand. Harry and Meghan put a new statement on their own website hours after announcing they would stop using the word royal in their branding after the spring, and they insisted on keeping their HRH titles even though they would not actively use them. The statement struck a more hostile tone in some sections, and said that neither the government nor the Queen herself owned the word royal internationally, but they would nonetheless stop using the title. The statement read, "While there is not any jurisdiction by the monarchy or cabinet office over the use of the word royal overseas, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex do not intend to use Sussex Royal or any iteration of the word royal in any territory, either within the UK or otherwise, when the transition occurs spring 2020. They also appeared to complain that the palace is treating them differently to other family members. The statement continued, "While there is precedent for other titled members of the royal family to seek employment outside of the institution, for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, a 12-month review period has been put in place. Per the agreement, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex understand that they are required to step back from royal duties and not undertake representative duties on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen." A statement issued by the palace last month stated that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will no longer use their HRH titles. Meghan and Harry's statement states, however, that they will keep the prefixes His and Her Royal Highness. They go on to claim that the titles will not be used actively when the couple cease being working members of the firm. Meghan and Harry say, as agreed and set out in January, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will retain their HRH prefix, thereby formally remaining known as His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex and Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will no longer actively use their HRH titles as they will no longer be working members of the family as of spring 2020. A spokesman for the couple first issued a statement to the media about their use of royal titles shortly after 7:30 p.m. on Friday, but around 10 p.m. they shared a much longer statement on their website via their Instagram story. The much longer statement included the reference to the treatment of other royals, the fact that Harry is still sixth in line for the throne, will keep his military rank, and that they are still entitled to public protection. They said they require effective security to protect them and their son amid controversy surrounding the estimated £3 million, £6 million protection bill that would be split between taxpayers in Canada and the UK. Many sections of the later statement released on their website appear hostile in tone, especially when compared to the earlier statement which was released through a spokesman for the couple. Many royal experts believe the episode is another PR disaster for the couple. Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator and international editor of Who's Who, said about the lengthier statement on their website, "It is completely unnecessary to add that. Simply because it underlines their differences with the palace in a way that is avoidable." Prince Charles' biographer Tom Bower told Mail Online that the public is finally seeing Meghan's true nature and motives. "Her comments about the Queen's decision smacks of spiteful fury," he said. "I fear it will get worse." They also confirmed that their office, based in Buckingham Palace, would be closed, a move they said was saddening for the Duke and Duchess and their loyal staff. The couple also reiterate their plans to become privately funded members of the royal family and stated that Harry is still sixth in line to the throne. The statement also states that the couple will be allowed to keep their patronages even though they won't be allowed to carry out official duties for the Queen. It comes after Meghan was given until Easter to prove her medal as royal patron of the National Theatre, according to a top West End producer. She was gifted the honor last January by the Queen, who had been the National's patron for 45 years. The statement also makes it clear that Harry will maintain military titles including the rank of Major, and honorary ranks of Lieutenant Commander, and Squadron Leader. This contradicts an earlier statement from Buckingham Palace which stated that the couple are required to step back from royal duties, including official military appointments. The statement last night claimed his military appointments will not be used during the 12-month transition period. The announcement follows the Daily Mail's revelation this week that Buckingham Palace had told Harry and Meghan not to employ the Sussex Royal name when they are no longer working royals. It is a significant blow for the couple, who have spent tens of thousands of pounds building the Sussex Royal branded website and creating a hugely popular Instagram feed. In an unprecedented legal move, the Queen has drafted in top lawyers in a bid to enforce the ban. A string of trademark applications, covering items from clothing and books to stationery and bandanas, were withdrawn. It comes after Mail Online yesterday revealed that Meghan has told friends there is nothing legally stopping her and Harry from using their Sussex Royal name. Meghan complains to her inner circle that using the name shouldn't even be an issue in the first place, and it's not like they want to be in the business of selling t-shirts and pencils, the insider said. They added, Meghan said she's done with the drama and has no room in her life for naysayers, and the same goes for Harry. The friend added, Meghan said the global projects they are working on speak for themselves and they chose that name to protect their royal name, not profit off of it. But, the insider added, Meghan has told her inner circle that their success is inevitable with or without their current brand name. She said regardless of the name, Harry and Archie have royal blood and no one can take that away. And that as a family, they will always be considered royalty. Harry and Meghan are in the process of setting up a new charitable organization after their split in August last year from the Royal Foundation charity, which they shared with the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. The pair wanted to use Sussex Royal branding, but a new name will now have to be found. Meghan's friend added, Meghan said the name of their brand pales in comparison to the foundation they are building and the enormously positive impact it will have on people and the environment. Losing the name is the latest humiliation for the couple, who announced last month they were stepping down as senior royals and moving to North America. The pair have already agreed to give up their HRH titles for work purposes, and their official patronages on behalf of the Queen, including Harry's honorary military titles. Complicated negotiations concluded that it was untenable for them to use the word royal in their branding. A spokesman for the Sussexes said last night, while the Duke and Duchess are focused on plans to establish a new non-profit organization, given the specific UK government rules surrounding use of the word royal, it has been therefore agreed their non-profit organization, when it is announced this spring, will not be named Sussex Royal Foundation. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex do not intend to use Sussex Royal in any territory post-spring 2020. Therefore, trademark applications that were filed as protective measures, acting on advice from and following the same model for the Royal Foundation, have been removed. Harry and Meghan first began using Sussex Royal this time last year after they split their household from that of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, known as Kensington Royal. The Sussexes' Instagram page, as Sussex Royal, has amassed 11.2 million followers, the same number of fans as William and Kate's account. But the Mail revealed this week that the Queen and senior officials had decided the couple would have to drop their name. A source told the Mail at the time, in many ways this is inevitable given their decision to step down. But it must surely come as a blow to the couple, as they have invested everything into the Sussex Royal brand. The Queen would have had little choice, however. The Sussexes' original plan, of being half-in, half-out working royals, was never going to work. Obviously, as the Queen has made clear, they are still much-loved members of her family. But if they aren't carrying out official duties and are now seeking other commercial opportunities, they simply cannot be allowed to market themselves as royals. Harry and Meghan announced on Wednesday that they will step down as working royals in less than 6 weeks and close their Buckingham Palace office. The statement went on, based on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's desire to have a reduced role as members of the royal family, it was decided in January that their institutional office would have to be closed, given the primary funding mechanism for this official office at Buckingham Palace is from HRH, the Prince of Wales. The Duke and Duchess shared this news with their team personally in January once they knew of the decision, and have worked closely with their staff to ensure a smooth transition for each of them. Over the last month and a half, the Duke and Duchess have remained actively involved in this process, which has understandably been saddening for the Duke and Duchess and their loyal staff, given the closeness of their Royal Highnesses and their dedicated team. They will take part in 6 more engagements before formally withdrawing from frontline roles on March 31st. Their final official engagement is expected to be on March 9, when they will join the Queen at Westminster Abbey to mark Commonwealth Day. The statement also addressed the controversy surrounding the cost of the Duke and Duchess's security. Protection for Meghan and Harry is estimated to cost taxpayers in Canada and the UK between £3 million and £6 million a year, as staff work round the clock 2 weeks at a time. The statement read, "It is agreed that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will continue to require effective security to protect them and their son. This is based on the Duke's public profile by virtue of being born into the royal family, his military service, the Duchess' own independent profile, and the shared threat and risk level documented specifically over the last few years. No further details can be shared as this is classified information for safety reasons." The statement also spoke about the couple's desire for financial independence. They said, "The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will become privately funded members of the royal family with permission to earn their own income and the ability to pursue their own private charitable interests." The preference of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex was to continue to represent and support Her Majesty the Queen, albeit in a more limited capacity, while not drawing on the sovereign grant.